Welcome to Neo Daily English.
Neo Daily English.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new, exciting episode of Neo Daily English. We are so incredibly happy and profoundly grateful that you have chosen to spend your valuable time learning with us today. I am your host, Leo. And sitting across from me in our beautiful sunlit recording studio is my wonderfully intelligent, highly organized, and always breathtakingly beautiful co-host, Mia.
Oh my goodness, Leo. Thank you for that very sweet, very long, and incredibly flattering introduction. You always know exactly how to make me smile right at the very beginning of the show. Hello, everyone. I am Mia. Welcome to our lovely English learning family. On this channel, we are here to help you practice real, everyday English with natural, calm, and easy-to-understand conversations.
Exactly. We deliberately speak slowly and articulate every single word clearly so that beginner and intermediate English learners from all over the world can understand absolutely everything we say. We want you to feel perfectly comfortable, relaxed, and confident while you listen and learn with us. But before we dive into today's massive, highly educational lesson, we have a very quick favor to ask you. If you enjoy learning English with us, and if you want to support our teaching journey, please take just one quick second to click the like button and subscribe to Neo Daily English.
Yes, please hit that like button and subscribe. It is completely free for you to do, but it genuinely helps our channel grow in a massive way. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you want more fun, free, and practical English lessons from us every single week. We appreciate your beautiful support so much.
We really, truly do. Thank you, friends. So, Mia, today we are going to talk about a topic that affects every single human being on the planet. It is a topic that can change your mood, change your health, and completely change your day. Today, we are talking all about sleep and energy.
This is such an incredibly important topic, Leo. Sleep and energy are deeply connected. They are like best friends. When you sleep well, you usually feel fantastic during the day. But when you do not sleep well, your energy can drop very quickly. Drop means to go down and become much lower.
In this podcast, we are going to use simple, clear English to talk about common sleep problems, how to describe your energy levels, and how to feel better during a long working day. We will teach you highly useful vocabulary words, real-life sentences, and we will perform short, fun role plays that you can copy in your own life.
We will also give you some very easy, practical tips to improve your sleep quality and boost your daily energy. But before we become serious teachers, let's check in like good friends. How are you feeling today, Leo? How did you sleep last night?
Honestly, Mia, I did not sleep great at all. I feel completely terrible today.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Why do you feel terrible? What happened last night?
Well, I made a very bad choice. I went to bed incredibly late, and even after I went to bed, I woke up 2 times during the night. 2 times means I woke up, looked at the clock, went back to sleep, and then woke up again later. So today I feel extremely tired. My eyes are heavy and my brain feels like a slow computer.
Many people feel exactly the same way, Leo. You are definitely not alone. When we do not get enough rest, our bodies cannot function properly. Let's use your situation to teach our learners the basic vocabulary words for sleep and energy. We need to build our learners' word boxes first.
That is a brilliant idea. Let's start with the absolute basics. Word number 1 is sleep. S-L-E-E-P. Sleep. Sleep is the quiet time at night when your physical body and your active brain rest and repair themselves.
Perfect. Word number 2 is energy. E-N-E-R-G-Y. Energy. Energy is the power you feel inside your body to do things. When you have high energy, you can run, work, and study easily. When you have low energy, you just want to sit on the sofa and do nothing.
Right now, my energy is definitely sitting on the sofa. Word number 3 is tired. T-I-R-E-D. Tired. Tired means your body has worked hard and you need rest. Your muscles might feel a little bit heavy.
Word number 4 is very similar. It is sleepy. S-L-E-E-P-Y. Sleepy. Sleepy specifically means you want to close your eyes and sleep right now. You might start yawning. Yawning is when you open your mouth very wide and take a deep breath because your brain needs oxygen.
Word number 5 is a much stronger word, exhausted. E-X-H-A-U-S-T-E-D, exhausted. Exhausted means you are very, very, very tired. It means your energy is completely gone, 0%. You have nothing left.
If you run a long marathon, you feel exhausted. If you stay awake for 24 hours, you feel exhausted. Now let's learn a positive word. Word number 6 is rested. R-E-S-T-E-D. Rested. Rested means you slept very well and you wake up feeling fresh. Fresh means feeling clean, new, and ready for a brand new start.
I wish I felt rested today. Word number 7 is nap. N-A-P. A nap is a very short period of sleep during the daytime. Usually, a good nap is only 10 to 30 minutes long. It is not a full night of sleep.
Word number 8 is bedtime. B-E-D-T-I-M-E. Bedtime. Bedtime is the specific hour on the clock when you normally go to your bed to sleep. For example, my bedtime is usually 10:30 p.m.
Word number 9 is a phrasal verb, wake up. W-A-K-E-U-P. Wake up. To wake up means to open your eyes and stop sleeping. It is the very first action of your morning.
And our final basic word, number 10, is alarm. A-L-A-R-M. Alarm. An alarm is the loud, ringing sound that wakes you up in the morning. Most people use the alarm clock on their smartphones nowadays.
Oh, I absolutely hate the sound of my morning alarm. It is the worst sound in the entire world. Okay, we have 10 excellent vocabulary words. Let's practice making some simple, clear sentences with these words.
This is a great exercise for our listeners. I will say a sentence slowly, and Leo, you can repeat it so our listeners hear the pronunciation twice. Listen carefully and repeat out loud if you want to. I feel tired today.
I feel tired today.
I feel very sleepy.
I feel very sleepy.
I am completely exhausted.
I am completely exhausted.
I need to take a short nap.
I need to take a short nap.
I went to bed very late.
I went to bed very late.
I woke up very early.
I woke up very early.
I did not sleep well last night.
I did not sleep well last night.
I slept wonderfully and I feel rested.
I slept wonderfully and I feel rested.
Fantastic pronunciation practice, everyone. Now, Leo, you mentioned that you woke up 2 times last night. Let's talk deeply about common sleep problems because they happen to everyone.
Yes, sleep problems are universally common. Let's list the biggest problems. Problem number 1 is going to bed far too late. We call this staying up late. You sit on your sofa, you look at your phone, and you say, I will watch just one more funny video. And then suddenly it's midnight. Midnight is exactly 12 o'clock at night.
I am definitely guilty of doing that sometimes. Problem number 2 is waking up during the night. You might wake up because there's a loud noise outside your window, or because you're feeling a lot of stress, or because you have a full mind. A full mind means you have far too many thoughts running around inside your head.
Problem number 3 is falling asleep very slowly. Falling asleep is the exact moment when you transition from being awake to sleeping. If it takes you 2 hours to fall asleep, you may feel highly frustrated. Frustrated means you're annoyed, angry, and tired of the bad situation.
Problem number 4 is waking up too early. You want to sleep for 2 more hours, but your brain just wakes you up at 4 a.m. and you cannot go back to sleep.
So how do we describe these frustrating sleep problems to other people? We need to teach our viewers some helpful, native-sounding phrases. These are incredibly useful when you want to complain to a friend or if you need to talk to a doctor.
Let's build a phrase list. Phrase 1, I couldn't sleep.
Couldn't is the short contraction for could not. It means you tried to sleep, but it was impossible. Phrase 2, I had trouble sleeping. Trouble means difficulty or a problem.
Phrase 3, I kept waking up. Kept means the action happened again and again and again. It was continuous. Phrase 4, I had a really bad night's sleep. This is a great general summary of a terrible night.
Phrase 5. I slept for only 5 hours. This tells the person exactly how short your sleep was. Phrase 6. I woke up at 3 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. Go back to sleep means starting the sleep process a second time.
Phrase 7. I had a weird dream. W-E-I-R-D. Weird. Weird is a great word that means very strange, unusual, or crazy. If you dream that a giant pink elephant is chasing you, that is a weird dream.
Yes, that is definitely a weird dream. And phrase 8, my mind was racing. Racing means moving incredibly fast, like a sports car in a race. If your mind is racing, it means you have too many fast, stressful thoughts, and you cannot stop them.
These phrases are incredibly natural. Let's show our learners how to use them in a real-life conversation. Let's do a role play. Let's pretend we are two good friends meeting for morning coffee. I will be the person who had a terrible night.
Okay, I'm ready. I have my imaginary cup of coffee in my hand. Let's begin the role play. Good morning, Leo. Here's your coffee. But are you okay? You look incredibly tired today.
Good morning, Mia. Thank you for the coffee. I really need it. I'm okay, but honestly, I didn't sleep well at all last night.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Were you sick?
No, I wasn't sick. I just made a bad decision and went to bed very late. And even when I closed my eyes, my mind was racing. I was worrying about all the work I have to do this week.
That can definitely happen when you have a lot of stress. How many hours did you actually sleep?
Maybe 5 hours. I had a lot of trouble sleeping and I kept waking up every single hour. I even had a very weird dream about a giant elephant.
Wow, that sounds like a very rough night. No wonder you feel exhausted today. You should try to take it easy and rest.
Yes, I definitely feel low energy today. I think I am going to move very slowly.
Great role play. You use the phrase low energy. Low energy means you have very little physical or mental power today.
And that is the perfect transition to the second half of our topic, energy. Energy is not only about sleep. Energy is also deeply affected by the food you eat, the water you drink, the stress you feel, and how much you move your body.
Let's teach some advanced energy vocabulary words so our learners can express exactly how their bodies feel. Word 1 is awake. A-W-A-K-E. Awake means your eyes are open and you are no longer sleeping.
Word 2 is alert. A-L-E-R-T. Alert is stronger than awake. Alert means your brain is highly active, you are paying close attention to your surroundings, and you are ready to react quickly.
Word 3 is focused. F-O-C-U-S-E-D. Focused means your mental attention is strongly fixed on one single task, and you are not easily distracted by outside noises.
Word 4 is the opposite of focused and alert. It is drained. D-R-A-I-N-E-D. Drained. Drained means your energy feels completely empty. Imagine your smartphone battery is at 1% and flashing red. When you feel drained, your human battery is at 1%.
I know that drained feeling very well after a long day of teaching. Word 5 is boost. B-O-O-S-T. Boost. A boost is a sudden, small increase in power or energy. People often say, drinking a hot cup of coffee gives me a great energy boost.
And speaking of coffee, word 6 is caffeine. C-A-F-E-N-I-N-E. Caffeine is the invisible, magical chemical substance inside coffee, tea, and soda that wakes up your human brain. It blocks the tired feeling. But beware, too much caffeine can seriously hurt your sleep schedule at night.
That is very true. Before we talk about how to get a natural energy boost, let's take a quick, highly productive pause right here.
You read my mind, Mia. Friends, we are pouring an enormous amount of educational value and deep dive vocabulary into today's lesson. If you are enjoying this conversation, and if you feel that your English is improving with us, please take just one single second to smash that like button and subscribe to Neo Daily English. This is our second friendly reminder.
Yes, your subscription guarantees that you will never, ever miss our weekly free lessons, and it truly warms our hearts and motivates us to keep teaching. Welcome to the family.
Okay, let's return to the topic of energy. What actually gives us good, clean energy in our daily life? The first thing is sleep quality. Quality means how good something is. Sleeping for 9 hours is useless if you wake up 50 times. You need deep, uninterrupted rest.
The second important thing is hydration. Hydration. Hydration means drinking enough pure water. If your body does not have enough water, your blood moves slower and you will feel incredibly tired and drained.
The third thing is food. Food is the literal fuel for your body, just like gasoline is fuel for a car. But you must eat the right food. If you eat a massive, greasy cheeseburger and French fries for lunch, what happens, Mia?
If you eat a huge, heavy meal like that, your body has to work extremely hard to digest all that fat. All your energy goes to your stomach and your brain becomes sleepy. We call this the afternoon slump. A slump is a sudden drop in energy.
I hate the afternoon slump. Sometimes I try to fix it by eating sweet chocolate candy or drinking sugary soda.
That is the absolute worst thing you can do, Leo. If you eat pure sugar, you will get a very fast 10-minute energy boost, but then you will have a sugar crash. A sugar crash is when your energy suddenly falls completely to the floor and you feel twice as tired as before.
So what should I eat instead of candy?
You need a balanced meal. Balanced means a good, healthy mix of different nutrients. You should eat protein. Protein. Protein is found in eggs, chicken, beans, and yogurt. Protein gives you slow, steady, and stable energy that lasts for many hours.
Stable energy sounds much better than a sugar crash. The fourth thing that affects energy is movement. Sitting in an office chair for 8 hours destroys your energy. A short, fast walk outside can quickly increase your blood flow and wake up your brain.
And the fifth thing is stress. Stress and worry actively steal your energy. Steal means to take something away without asking. Worrying burns brain power.
Okay, we know what steals our energy. Now, let's teach our viewers a highly practical step-by-step daily routine for better sleep. This routine is not perfect for absolutely everyone, but it's a fantastic starting point.
Step 1. Choose a regular, consistent bedtime. Regular means doing it at the same exact time on most days. Try to go to sleep at 10:30 p.m. every single night, even on weekends. This trains your internal body clock.
Step 2. Stop heavy screen time before bed. Screen time is the hours you spend staring at your glowing phone, computer, or television. The blue light from the screen tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime.
Step 3. Keep your bedroom dark and quiet. Dark means turning off all lamps and closing the curtains. A quiet, cool room is biologically best for deep human sleep.
Step 4. Avoid eating heavy, giant meals late at night. If you eat a huge pizza at 11 p.m., your stomach will be working very hard while you try to sleep.
And step 5, reduce caffeine in the late afternoon. If you drink a strong cup of coffee at 4 p.m., the caffeine will still be in your blood at midnight and you will have trouble falling asleep.
Let's focus heavily on step 2, screens. This is the biggest modern epidemic. Millions of people get into bed and then they grab their smartphones. I confess, I am the king of bad smartphone habits. Here are some simple native English sentences to describe this terrible habit. I stayed up very late looking at my phone. I couldn't stop scrolling on social media. Remember, scrolling means moving your finger down the screen to see more pictures. My phone kept me wide awake.
The simplest, most effective tip to fix this is put your phone far, far away from your bed. Put it on a desk across the room, or leave it completely in the kitchen. Buy a cheap, old-fashioned digital alarm clock to wake you up instead. If you cannot touch your phone from your bed, you cannot scroll.
That is excellent, strict advice. Now, let's practice some real-life professional English. What happens if you had a terrible night of sleep and you have to go to your office job? You need to tell your boss or coworker that you were tired, but you must still sound highly professional and responsible.
Yes, you absolutely do not want to sound lazy or unmotivated. You want to sound honest but capable. Responsible means you take your job duties seriously.
Let's do a role play. I will be the tired employee arriving at the office, and Mia, you will be my understanding manager.
Good morning, Leo. How are you doing today? Are you ready for our big presentation this afternoon?
Good morning, Manager Mia. To be completely honest with you, I am feeling a little bit tired today. I had a very rough night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. A rough night usually means you didn't sleep well. Is everything okay?
Yes, everything is fine. I just had trouble falling asleep. But I want you to know that I am here, I have my notes ready, and I am completely prepared for the presentation. If I look a little bit slow this morning, that is the reason why.
Thank you very much for being honest and telling me, Leo. I appreciate your dedication. Make sure you drink some extra water today, and please take a short 10-minute break before the presentation if you need to gather your energy.
Thank you for understanding, Mia. I will definitely take a short break to stretch. I won't let the team down.
That was a perfect professional exchange. You admitted you were tired by saying, "I had a rough night," but you instantly proved you were responsible by saying, "I am completely prepared."
Thank you. Now, let's talk about a controversial topic, naps. Do you take naps in the middle of the day, Mia?
Sometimes on a quiet Sunday afternoon, yes. Naps can be incredibly helpful, but timing is absolutely everything. If you sleep for 2 hours in the afternoon, what happens?
If I sleep for 2 hours in the afternoon, I wake up feeling terrible. I feel completely confused, I don't know what year it is, and I have a headache.
Exactly. In English, we call that feeling groggy. G-R-O-G-G-Y. Groggy. Groggy means you feel tired, dizzy, and your mind is not clear after waking up from a deep sleep.
So, scientists and doctors say the perfect power nap should only be 10 to 20 minutes long. That is just enough time to give your brain a quick boost without entering deep, heavy sleep.
Useful sentences for napping are, "I am going to take a quick nap." "I took a short nap and now I feel so much better." "I took a long nap and now I feel incredibly groggy."
Okay, moving on from naps, let's talk about the dreaded morning routine. Many people wake up after 8 hours of sleep and think, why am I still so tired?
This happens because the body is deeply dehydrated after 8 hours of not drinking any water, and the brain needs oxygen. A good morning routine changes everything.
Let's give our viewers a foolproof 5-step morning energy routine. Step 1. Drink a massive glass of water immediately. Step 2. Open your bedroom window wide and let fresh, cool air hit your face. Sunlight stops the sleep hormones in your brain.
Step 3. Move your body for exactly 2 minutes. Do some light stretching. Stretching means pulling your muscles slowly to wake them up.
Step 4. Eat a simple, balanced breakfast containing high protein, not just sugary cereal. Step 5. Sit down with a pen and carefully plan your day by writing down exactly 3 important tasks, just 3. This gives your brain clear focus and stops you from feeling overwhelmed.
Those 5 steps take less than 15 minutes, but they can guarantee a high-energy morning. But what about the afternoon? We talked earlier about the afternoon slump at 3 p.m. How do we survive it?
Let's do another quick role play to demonstrate how to fix the afternoon slump without drinking 5 cups of coffee. I will be the sleepy worker, and Mia, you be my healthy energy coach. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Mia, it is 3 p.m. and I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm experiencing a terrible afternoon slump. I think I need to buy an energy drink.
Stop right there, Leo. An energy drink is full of bad chemicals and sugar. You will crash later. Let's do a natural reset. Step away from your computer screen right now.
Okay, I'm standing up. Now what?
First, go to the kitchen and drink a cold glass of water. Your brain is probably dehydrated. Second, we're going to take a fast 5-minute walk around the outside of the office building. The fresh air and movement will increase your heart rate.
Walk outside? But I feel so lazy.
Just trust me. 5 minutes of walking is better than a cup of coffee. It will reset your nervous system.
And you know what? That natural method actually works perfectly. Getting away from the glowing computer screen is the most important part.
Now, let's dive into the psychological side of sleep. We mentioned earlier that stress is a massive energy thief. People lie in bed staring at the dark ceiling, replaying awkward conversations from 5 years ago. Replay means playing the memory again and again in your mind like a movie.
Yes, or they worry excessively about the big meeting they have tomorrow. To combat this nighttime anxiety, we have to build calm habits.
Calm habit number 1, the brain dump. Keep a small paper notebook next to your bed. If you cannot sleep because you are worrying about tasks, turn on a small light, take a pen, and physically write every single worry down on the paper. This tells your brain the problems are saved on paper safely, so I do not need to remember them tonight.
That is an incredibly powerful psychological trick. Calm habit number 2, slow breathing. When we are stressed, we breathe very fast and shallow. We need to actively slow our heart rate down.
Let's teach a simple breathing exercise in English so our viewers can practice understanding physical instructions. Listen closely. Breathe in deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold the air in your lungs for 2 seconds. Breathe out very slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this pattern 5 times.
Doing that simple breathing exercise forces your biological nervous system to relax and prepare for sleep. Now, sometimes breathing and paper notebooks aren't enough. Sometimes a person has a serious, chronic sleep problem, and they need to speak to a medical professional.
We want our learners to be completely confident speaking to a doctor in English. Let's learn a slightly more advanced medical word, insomnia. I-N-S-O-M-N-I-A. Insomnia.
Insomnia is the medical condition where you constantly have severe difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep over a long period of time. If you have insomnia, you might say to the doctor, "I suffer from insomnia." Or you can simply explain it by saying, "I have chronic trouble sleeping at night."
Let's practice a formal, polite role play at a medical clinic. I will be the helpful doctor, and Leo will be the patient suffering from insomnia. Hello, Mr. Leo. Please come in and have a seat. What brings you to the clinic today? How can I help you?
Now, how do we prove to ourselves that we have truly learned a skill? We use projects. A project is not a test with a score. A project is a real-world task where you force yourself to use the new skill to create something tangible.
Projects build immense confidence. If you are learning English, a fantastic mini project is taking your smartphone, turning on the voice recorder, and speaking out loud for exactly 1 minute describing what you ate for dinner. No reading from paper, just pure speaking from your brain.
Or if you are learning professional business English, your weekly project could be opening your email program and typing a perfect, highly polite sample email to an imaginary boss asking for a vacation day. You save these projects in a folder on your computer.
Over the months, this folder becomes your portfolio, P-O-R-T-F-O-L-I-O. A portfolio is a collection of your best work. If you ever apply for a job that requires English or coding or graphic design, you don't just say, "I have skills." You open your portfolio and physically show them your recorded voice or your beautifully written emails.
Showing is always a million times more powerful than telling. Now let's talk about the unavoidable reality of technology. Because we are learning online, we rely entirely on computers, software, and internet connections, and technology breaks frequently.
Oh, yes, it does. And there is nothing more stressful for an English learner than being in a live video meeting when suddenly the screen freezes and they don't know how to explain the problem in English. They just panic and disconnect.
We are going to build a technical emergency vocabulary toolbox right now. Let's teach our viewers the exact phrases native speakers use when Zoom, Teams, or Google Meet goes terribly wrong.
First, let's define some key verbs. Frozen. F-R-O-Z-E-N. If the video is frozen, it means the picture has completely stopped moving, like a photograph. The person looks like a statue.
Cutting out. If the audio is cutting out, it means the sound is dropping in and out rapidly. You hear a word, then silence, then half a word. It sounds like a robot breaking.
Disconnected. D-I-S-C-O-N-N-E-C-T-E-D. This means your computer completely lost the internet link to the meeting and you were thrown out of the virtual room.
Share your screen. This is a command meaning you want the software to show exactly what is on your computer monitor to everyone else in the meeting.
Okay, let's learn the survival phrases. Phrase 1. Can everyone hear me clearly? Phrase 2. I'm so sorry, but your audio is cutting out badly. Could you repeat that?
Phrase 3. My internet connection seems very slow and unstable today.
Phrase 4. Excuse me, but the video is completely frozen on my end.
Phrase 5. I'm sorry, I got disconnected for a moment. I am back now.
Phrase 6. Could you please share your screen so I can see the document?
Phrase 7. I will type my answer in the chat box.
Now let's practice these in a highly dramatic, very frustrating role play. Let's pretend we are trying to have a very important online meeting, but the internet gods are very angry with us today.
I will be the host trying to run the meeting and you be the attendee with terrible rural internet. Hello, Mia. Welcome to the meeting. Can you hear me clearly?
Hi, Leo. Yes, I can hear, but your audio is cutting out badly.
Oh, I apologize. Let me adjust my microphone. Is the sound better now?
Yes, the audio is perfect now. However, your video is completely frozen on my end. You look like a very handsome statue.
Well, at least I am a handsome statue. Let me try turning my camera off and on again. Okay, video is back. Now, could you please share your screen so we can review the project document together?
Certainly. Let me click the button. Oh no, Leo, my computer is saying my internet connection is too slow and highly unstable to share a screen.
That is perfectly fine. Don't panic. If the video is taking up too much bandwidth, just turn your camera completely off. Then I will share the document on my screen and I will put the direct web link in the chat box so you can open it on your side.
That is a brilliant solution. I see the link in the chat box now. Thank you for your patience with my terrible technology.
Wow, despite all the catastrophic tech problems, that meeting was highly successful because we used clear, calm, problem-solving English phrases.
Yes, notice how we didn't panic. We just stated the problem clearly, like the video is frozen or the audio is cutting out, and offered a simple solution, like I will put the link in the chat box. That is true professional fluency.
Now let's talk about the darker side of online learning. Internet scams. A scam, S-C-A-M, is a dishonest scheme or a dirty trick designed to steal your hard-earned money or your private personal information.
Unfortunately, the internet is full of scammers targeting eager learners. You will often see flashy advertisements on social media making impossible promises. If an online course promises, learn to speak fluent English like a native in only 3 days, that is a massive red flag. It is a scam.
It is completely biologically impossible to learn a language in 3 days. Another common scam is when an unknown website demands that you type in your bank password or your social security number just to watch a free video.
Rule of thumb, never ever share your private passwords with anyone. Always check reviews of the platform before you type in your credit card number. Stick to well-known, trusted platforms with thousands of verified positive reviews. Good, honest courses talk about the hard work and practice required. They never promise magic.
Great safety advice, Mia. Now, I want to teach our viewers my absolute favorite technique for mastering any online skill. It is a psychological trick called the teach it back method.
Oh, I love this method. Please explain the teach it back concept to everyone, Leo.
The theory is simple. You never truly understand a concept until you are capable of explaining it to someone else in your own simple words. When you just watch a video, your brain is lazy, but when you are forced to teach it, your brain has to organize the information clearly.
Exactly. So how does an online learner sitting alone in their bedroom use the teach it back method?
After you finish watching a 10-minute online lesson, let's say a lesson about ordering food in a restaurant, you close your laptop, you stand up in your room, pretend you have a student standing in front of you, or use your dog, and you speak out loud. Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to order coffee. First, you smile and say, "Hi, can I have a latte, please?" Then you specify the size.
That is brilliant. If you stumble and forget the words while trying to teach it, it instantly highlights exactly what part of the lesson your brain didn't memorize yet. It reveals your weak spots so you can go back and review them.
It is the ultimate test of true comprehension. And speaking of keeping your brain sharp, we need to talk about motivation versus discipline.
This is the core of human behavior. Motivation is a wonderful feeling. It's that rush of exciting energy you get when you buy a brand new notebook and a shiny new pen. You feel like you can conquer the world. But Leo, what happens to motivation on a dark, rainy Tuesday when you're exhausted after a 10-hour workday?
Motivation completely vanishes. It dies. Motivation is an emotion, and emotions constantly change. That is why successful online learners do not rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. DISCIPLINE.
Discipline means choosing to do the right thing and sticking to your agreed schedule even when you feel zero desire to do it. It's making a promise to yourself and refusing to break it.
But here's the secret to discipline. It does not mean torture. It does not mean forcing yourself to study for 3 miserable hours when you're sick. True discipline is simply promising to do the absolute minimum to keep the habit alive.
Yes, on a terrible, exhausted day, discipline means saying, I feel awful today, but I promised myself I would study, so I will not do my full 20-minute lesson, but I will sit down, open my app, and study for exactly 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes, and then I'm allowed to go to sleep.
Doing 3 minutes on a bad day is a massive psychological victory. It proves to your brain that you are a consistent person who doesn't quit. It keeps the chain unbroken. Next day, when you feel better, you go back to 15 minutes.
That is such an empowering way to view the learning journey. Now let's talk about the physical space where this learning happens. We need to talk about your environment, ENVIRONMENT.
Your environment is everything surrounding you. The room, the noise, the lighting, the objects on your desk. Your environment silently dictates your ability to focus. If you try to study English while sitting in the center of a loud, chaotic living room with a TV blasting action movies in the background, you are setting yourself up for failure.
A good learning environment must be intentionally designed for focus. Choose one specific, quiet spot in your home. Maybe it's a small desk in the corner of your bedroom or the kitchen table very early in the morning before the house wakes up.
And prepare your tools beforehand. If you sit down for your 15-minute study block and then you spend 5 minutes searching for your favorite pen and 3 minutes looking for your notebook, you have wasted half your time and ruined your focus. Keep your notebook, your pen, and your laptop charger permanently waiting in your designated study spot.
Wow, we have shared an absolute mountain of incredibly valuable advice today, Leo.
Or perhaps, I have to wake up very early for my factory job, so my strict bedtime is 9:30 p.m. Before bed, I always take a warm shower and listen to quiet music.
Any honest answer you write is a fantastic answer. We are building a safe, supportive community, and we are all here to learn, make mistakes, and grow together. Do not worry about perfect spelling or grammar. Just try your best to communicate your story.
We promise you, we will read every single comment that gets posted below this video. We genuinely love to see your personal progress, read about your unique daily routines, and watch your English confidence bloom. It makes us feel very, very happy and fulfilled as instructors.
So please do not be shy. Take 2 quick minutes right now. Open your keyboard and type a simple sentence for us. Tell us the real truth about your sleep habits.
And before we finally sign off and say our grand goodbyes, we have one last incredibly important request. For the third and final time today, if you have made it to the end of this massive deep dive lesson and you found it valuable for your English journey, please hit that beautiful like button and subscribe to Neo Daily English.
Yes, clicking subscribe and hitting the notification bell is the absolute best way to ensure that you never miss our new, free conversational English lessons. We work very hard to plan, record, and publish these videos for you, and your support means the world to us.
And if you have a friend, a sibling, or a coworker who is also trying to learn English, or maybe a friend who always complains about being tired, please share this specific video with them. You can practice the doctor role play together and learn how to talk about energy.
Thank you so incredibly much for choosing to spend so much of your valuable time with us today. You are all wonderful, highly dedicated students. Keep practicing your new vocabulary out loud, keep listening to spoken English, and above all, please remember to be gentle and patient with yourself.
Yes, learning a completely new language as an adult is a massive, complex project. It takes a lot of time and effort. It is a long marathon race, not a fast sprint. Drink plenty of water, eat balanced meals, and build consistent habits.
Beautifully said, Leo. We hope you all have a fantastic, highly energetic, and distraction-free day today. Get a wonderful night of deep sleep tonight, and we will see you right back here next time for another fun, exciting English lesson.
And Mia, since we are officially finished recording this long episode, and we're both feeling a little bit drained from talking so much, would you do me the honor of joining me for a very calm, completely caffeine-free herbal tea date right now? We can practice the fine art of relaxing.
You know what, Leo? That actually sounds like the absolute perfect idea. A calm, caffeine-free herbal tea date is exactly what I need to recharge my battery. Let's go.
Yes, the best possible end to the day. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful, restful week.
Keep smiling, put your phones away at night, and keep practicing. Sweet dreams and goodbye, friends.
Well, that's all for today. Before you go on your way, let me know in the comments, what topics should we cover next? Your suggestions help shape this channel. If you found value in this lesson, hit that like button and subscribe to stay consistent.